Going back to the one important program that India is hosting, G20, what are your understanding and expectation about India hosting as a G20 presidency, and what do you see the expectation and aspirations for African continent and for the people of Africa, and certainly for the people of Ethiopia and the government of Ethiopia?
Well, as I've already mentioned, we are expecting what the Prime Minister of India had made a relentless effort to bring the cause of the issue of Africa as agenda of G20. That is the sustainable development, which is the main problem of Africa, to become the agenda of the G20. And the second, to bring the African Union to become a member of G20 is a grand success. This is what we are expecting. This is what we are going to celebrate when the G20 meets. The summit is meeting. Now we are very aware. We have expressed, all African countries express our appreciation and gratitude for India presidency to bringing this issue as an agenda, and when it is going to be endorsed, we Africans will celebrate together with India when they endorse the African Union to become a member of this organization.
Do you see the rise of African continent with the global South and the African Union coming on board G20, and the Prime Minister of India very, very strongly endorsing that G20 should also invest and put their economic priorities right in Africa, which is right now missing?
Yes, he had been. That is what I've said. And India had brought that. It had never been the problem and the issue of global South. That is the question of development, sustainable development. India had bring it to as an agenda of the G20. And the second, to bring Africa as a member of G20, India had took a lead initiative and took a lead, convinced other member states that Africa should be represented at G20 by the African Union. And this is what we are expecting. India has done, and this is what we are expecting. It will be endorsed at the summit very soon.
When the environment is taking the front stage and global humanity is at stake, Africa and Ethiopia in general, and Africa in particular, he is working towards a very, very less amount of carbon footprint, which is something very important to recognize, and Africa to promote that they are the most caring of the people in the world for the environment at large.
Yeah, definitely. This is what in Ethiopia we have a green legacy, and what our Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed has been promoting for the last 5 years. We are planting more than 25 billion trees. That is, promoting, green environment. And so it is aligned with what the Ethiopian, our Prime Minister in Ethiopia is doing, which had been widely acclaimed, widely accepted. And this is also from this side, from Asian side, what the Prime Minister of India is doing. So we are very proud. We are very proud of what he is doing, and it is completely in line with the initiative of our Prime Minister.